Happy Halloween, everyone! I hope that you all have a traumatizing day. Now, before this video starts, I do have to say, please do not send any hate to anyone in this video. I don't want to get an email from YouTube saying that a couple of idiots thought that sending death threats was okay. I do not want to get in trouble again. So yeah, how about we just not do that, okay? Okay, cool. I do want to say thank you so much to the people that have helped me make this video possible. And thank you to the amount of patience of this being made. Cause this... I know that I said that I would have been on track. Clearly, I did not keep my word and I'm so sorry on that. I really felt bad for like the longest time when I did not know what type of content to make. But here I am now, finally. It took, actually, how long did that take? Oh, 2 months. Okay. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna stop with this whole introduction and I'll let you watch this video. Now, to begin with Mugen, it's best if we start with the origin and who they are on Roblox. Mugen was created in 2017. So the best way to summarize Mugen would be to call it an abstract horror project created by a user under the name of Desmar Alakazar. Okay, hold up. I've been told that the name can be pronounced Alakazard and Alakazard. I do not know which way is right, and so throughout this video it's kind of a mess on how I pronounce it. If there's a proper way to say it, please tell me in the comments. Okay, thank you. Now, I personally don't really know the OG origin of Mugen, so I'm going to let my friend summarize it. So, take it away.
MUGEN, the group, was formed after MUGEN 666 was banned for bypassing a model upload and overloading people's RAM, and Alakazar continued the legacy of MUGEN by making bots and groups. MUGEN is an abstract horror project group on Roblox that consists of multiple accounts and bots with strange names, with games that usually have names with gibberish English and some Japanese text. I've heard that he started the project by some other username, guy from Boston or XIJQL, but Xeno doesn't have evidence to support that claim because he's fucking stupid. Most people first learn about MUGEN through a game created by XIJQL known as DESC.
So, around 2018 and 2019, Alakazar quit because they got quite a bit of attention, but not in the way that they hoped to gain attention. No. They got attention because of two things. One, Flamingo.
Where's the stupid button, man? Oh, jeez. This is probably the most disturbing part of the whole thing. Text, what? Ah! Albert, pizza, linguine, spaghetti. Like, that's the last thing I really want right now. It's what, 11:32 a.m. in 2018? Let's not do. Oh, I guess it rained diarrhea upon this wretched world.
You need to stop everything. What are you doing with your life?
And secondly, the myth community.
Not the yadas.
OMG guys, I am literally cooming right now cause I play scary game called DESC and my headphones shattered into a million pieces. Please send help.
And the myth community played a huge part in this because after all of the videos on Flamingo with their group, they gained a lot more attention. So of course, when a couple of children said that I found a very spooky and scary game, everyone said, I'm about to head in. And so they did. And then Mugen was then named a myth, which pissed them off greatly. So they chose to do something about it. And what they did was probably something that has never been done before on Roblox as far as I know. They chose to ban and blacklist every single Roblox player who was in any myth community groups. Now, logically, you could have created an alt account, but a lot of people did not know that because they were a bunch of just dumb children who didn't know anything, so they won on that part. So then after that, everything seemed to calm down, right? Well,
But as the myth community is, they enjoy to recreate bootlegs and copies. Let's journey through the hellish rabbit hole, shall we?
When myth hunters and people found out that they could get their 5 seconds of quick fame off of this, they all went in with the scraps of money they had left after buying ROBLOX shitty toothpick legs. They seem to have made tons of fake Mugen accounts across the platform. They also made games usually involving free models, but if lucky, they would find some shitty leaked Mugen asset to put in their game, and occasionally models from Vestushi. They would use Google Translate for Japanese or Chinese text that would usually translate to something edgy, like or something stupid like bloody hot dog roll. Their avatars mostly consist of black characters with some free hats on the catalog. If they are really trying to invest in fame, they will spend around $5 on a bootleg account or buy some hats being Sun Samurai, Marching Band, or Sailor hats. Their clothes would be pitch black. It's easy to spot reals from fakes, because most fakes will always be in the ROBLOXian Myth Hunters group and be ranked as Myth Seeker, while real accounts will be in the Mugen group. Of course, most likely they're not in the Myth Hunter group. People who actually wanted to make a convincing game would get asset leaks from Mugen, or most of the time they'd copy the concept of Notepad Santa Claus with another game. Now, we personally don't know the methods of obtaining these assets, but likely guessing be using dark decks, or something around that people would use with exploits. And that person that leaked them, some people would actually create bootleg Mugen groups and replicate them, and replicate what they did, and get some friends to help them out, making a bunch of alt accounts, and a very few made games that would become friends with the people in Boston's group, and partnering their groups with Mugen. And for one particular group, that's what exactly happened.
A group that I was a part of, called Bread Empire, will be briefly mentioned, because we don't want to start another war with Xeno's IP address on a fucking plague.
The time we were in Bread Empire was a roller coaster of an experience because of things that would happen. At first it was fun making friends with the owner of the group, who was known as. Most of the time we messed around in Mugen's games, such as Grasslands with Bologna Spice. Now almost all evidence is no longer obtainable because Bread Empire's Discord server was deleted. So basically TLDR, you gotta go walk in the dark with this one. Memory is a little foggy on this one, but it all started due to an argument that in Boston had, specifically. But we know at some point that Mugen and were friends and used to hang out in Bologna Grasslands, which is one of the games mentioned in the video. One of the big funny things was how they made Bologna swastikas and huge Bologna walls. It took 5 hours to make. True story. Well, after that argument started,
Everything went to complete shit. I remember it, and it just led to spying, doxing, manipulation. Soon transferred ownership to one of his trusted friends who put the seal on everything, and soon led to the end of Bread Empire, basically inviting some shitty cafe game developers which were clueless about how everything functions. Soon changed the server to their own little shitty cafe themed. Since then, the former owner hasn't been online on Roblox nor Discord since.
So I do want to add a comment about Bread Empire and how Boston did do these things where he tried to dox, manipulate, and spy on this server. He even tried to persuade me into becoming his personal spy on the server.
Alright, you should probably shut the fuck up before I eat your ass.
After the events of Bread Empire and the conflict between MUGEN, not much has happened since then. The owner has quit, or he created an entirely new account and he never told anyone. Boston hasn't really tried anything to cause any issues with anyone else. Me, Flame, and I think Newbie got permanently banned from all MUGEN games, which to me is fine because I have plenty of alt accounts. Hey! So as for what MUGEN is doing now, well, it's not much, to be honest. They continue to do, and they are continuing their abstract horror project like they did in 2016. So in conclusion, everything is fine. Well, sorta. People aren't trying to kill each other. I get to keep my IP address safe, and you people get a nice Halloween special that took way too long to make, and it being so short. So yeah, I'm tired.